All right, finally, we are up, we are live with another such Saturday, amazing Saturday. So, in case you are new here, make sure you do know this stuff that we try to go live every single Saturday. This is just an amazing live to discuss what's happening in programming world, what you are thinking, what's your problem, what's your issues. I just discuss them and provide my raw take on that so that you can understand what's happening. This is a tech live where we just discuss what's happening in the tech, maybe some of your issues, maybe some of the things that I want to share, and that's what we do. Just a friendly live session, no such thing as any agenda or something like that. We're just here chilling out on a Saturday night. So hey, how are you? How's it going on for you? I hope things are doing good. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, all of this. We really need that. It's really important. So welcome on board, everyone. Welcome on board. Code with Shreyanet is here, and Ashish is here, and of course Yash is also here. So hey everyone, how's it going on? Thank you so much for joining in, tuning in for another Saturday Live for programmers, from a programmer to a programmer. Hope you're doing good, and hope you are having a fine, good day. It's really hot, and today was my last midterm exam. So yes, the joy of finishing up the exam is still the same, and all of this. So Prasad is also here, the man behind the dev UI. So he's leading the entire project. Prasad, dev UI looks good now. All thanks to you, Prasad. All thanks to you. You are the man behind the dev UI's new look. So in case you don't know, let me just share you the dev UI. So we have got a new look of this. So in case you don't know this, this is something that Prasad did. And yeah, we are into a very good shape now. We have some more stuff. There are page examples, about us page, components, and all of this. I think we are now in a position that within just 1 week, we'll be open sourcing the repo as well. Right now, we didn't wanted to open source it directly because there were a lot of copycats, and we, to be honest, hated it that people are just copying and pasting it exactly. But yes, Prasad actually did an upliftment job onto this one, so big shout out to him. Sergio says, is JavaScript a good career to start with? Oh, Sergio, I built my entire career on JavaScript, and there are thousands of people who are building their career on JavaScript. It's a good language, of course, a money-making language. So there is nothing when you go wrong with Python and JavaScript. Pick one of them and you'll be all good to go. So don't worry, it is definitely a good language to get started with. How was your exam? The exam was good, but the only problem was the heat. It was around 43 degrees Celsius in my city. And you know, the college is almost 1 hour of a drive. You have to sit in the car. It's not a car, it's an oven. And from that, you have to come up, and yeah, I really don't like it that much. But yeah, what can you say? Exam was good. The heat was excruciating. Came back, had a nap, and now I'm feeling much better. But yeah. My exam's gonna start next month. Mine too. Mine exams are also probably from the next month in the first week. That's an end semester, so yeah, we have to study. Okay, so Sambit says, can you please tell us what's the validity of DevOps Pro course in iNeuron? The course is already over, so I don't think so there is point of joining it now. But if you're looking for validity, I think iNeuron offers a lifetime validity. You need to ask Krish for that because he owns iNeuron and he runs that. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's lifetime for that. So don't quote me on that. Okay, so Kiran says, sir, MacBook for M1 Airs 16512 is enough to run Android Studio and web development. Absolutely, 100% it's absolutely capable of. In fact, we are using some of these machines which are M1 512, of course. We are running Android Studio on it. We are doing mobile development on it, but don't do Xcode and Android at the same time. But if you do them separately, it has no issue at all, no lagging, nothing at all. It's a beast of a machine. I would highly recommend this. Okay, does recession affect the hiring of fresher? We feel that in our campus. Yes, it is affecting it. I'm not going to be sugarcoating it, say, hey, you know, if you build the skill and you, no, it is affecting the things. So make sure you are ready for it. At least mindfully you are ready for that so that you can negotiate the offer accordingly or pick the offer accordingly. So yes, it is affecting. The recession is very real, and make sure you take your decision based on that. Okay, Jagmeet says, sir, have you worked on Magento? Share some experience in that. No, I have never worked on Magento. I don't want to work on Magento. It's a good thing, but my interest doesn't lie there. So, no, I've never worked on that. Okay. Santosh says, sir, I didn't get any placement from college. What should I do now? But I'm interested in web development. Make sure you build your portfolio. There are still enough of opportunities outside your campus as well, especially the startups and the remote jobs. The companies which are outside of India, they are booming quite a lot. The growth rate is pretty high in the side of Israel. A lot of startups are coming up there, as well as a lot of startups are there in Singapore as well. So make sure you look for opportunities there. They need just your portfolio and your ability that yes, you know your skill, you can prove it. So a lot of things can be cracked down outside the campus as well. Okay, sir, how much JS is required to switch on React? If you know your basic functions, loops, event loops and all this stuffs, apart from this, you need to know your DOM events really well, that what does the browser offers, what does the click events is, how the things are going on in the DOM. If you know this much and can manipulate the DOM directly and manually, I think you are good to go in React. There is not too much high end of requirement there, things you can learn on the go as well, but at least the DOM manipulation is something that you should really know well to take full advantage of React and to find out that when the things are going on wrong and what hooks can actually fix them up. So that's the basics. Okay, I'll also keep on checking. Oh, Muthu is also here. Hey, Muthu, I didn't saw you here. Ah, nice. Hi, Muthu. Muthu is one of the amazing person which I am personally a fan, that he always shows this much of love to all of the videos and live stream. He always comes by, support me a lot in every single video wherever he can. So I'm a fan of him. So thank you so much for coming up here. Thank you so much. All right, so Santosh says, hey Tesh, I'm still using your LCO application. Okay, thank you so much for using it. It was a good project. Oh, Anurag is also here. Hey Anurag, how's it going on? Anurag is enjoying his, I would not say vacation, but he's at home. And one of the good thing being home is the food. I guess he's enjoying it. So all right, pretty good. Oh, there's a nice question, a serious one. What's your preference, Django versus Fast API? And would you make a Fast API series? See, I have built a lot of courses on Django, and the creator of Fast API is a good friend. So it's a hard pick to choose. By the way, have you watched the live stream that I did with Sebastian? It was all about Fast API and what's the future development and all of it. So if you wish, we can bring him again on the channel. And yes, I will definitely plan some Fast API series. Before that, I need to brush up my Python, which again, I have to do. I don't have too much of time. I have 2 weeks or ish to actually brush up my Python. There are some college projects I have to do in Python. So yeah, expect some Python videos. Not intentionally, but yeah. Okay, next up is when full stack web developers new batch start on IDNON. No, I don't think so. We are starting any batch which is purely by me. There might be batch that company might be launching, or maybe PW might be launching. PW has already launched a batch, so I think that is it. I'm not sure about when the new batch. You just visit the website and check out there. I don't really govern the batch as I did in the first 2 batches. Now I don't take care of that fully. I'm partially involved in it, not fully. 198 people are watching, guys. Please like. Hey, nice. How many people are actually watching? Oh, 212 people, and we have just 55 likes. Come on, man. Come on. In this heat, after traveling an hour in this excruciating heat, I'm here. So I think at least you can hit that like. At least that's the minimum. Shweta says, will AI keep affecting job market? 100%. It will not only impact the job market, but a lot of jobs are going to be gone completely. That is the true harsh fact. The first one is going to be the support job, where people just look after the chat response and all of that. A lot of that is going to be overtaken by the AI, but a lot of other jobs will be impacting it. That's the hard fact. A lot of people might sugarcoat it. I won't be doing it. And we are just in the market where we are just understanding what kind of job will be impacted and how much we need to prepare ourselves to embrace the AI, but impact is going to be there. So make sure you are prepared for it. It is certain. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is certain. Thank you so much, Aniket, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Okay, Flutter's new update versus React Native. Flutter new update is actually pretty nice, and I'm loving it. Before making a Flutter update, I really need to make a video about React Native versus Expo, because a lot of people's experience about React Native is coming up from the Expo side of it, which is not the most performant side. And when people compare React Native with Flutter, they are actually not comparing React Native and Flutter. They are comparing Expo and Flutter. And when the Expo is there is not that much of performance that you retrieve, because it's a already top layer on top of React Native. So you don't directly talk to the APIs. You talk to the APIs of Expo, and Expo APIs talk to the native bridges and the API calls and all of that. So yeah, make sure you learn that part first before saying that, hey, Flutter is way above. By the way, we are already working, me and Anirudh, we are working on Flutter, some of the apps as well. We are really enjoying this making of videos on mobile apps and stuff. So yes, we will be doing that. Okay, here's a nice question. I think everybody should listen to this. Shivam says, I used to do React, but my new job make me to switch to Angular within a week. Able to pull it, but can't understand it completely. That's okay. I think this is one of the great opportunity. You should not mindlessly go after React. React is a great framework, library, but I would say that if you get a chance of exploring Vue, Svelte, Angular, just go for it. Probably you'll not understand it completely on the day one, but eventually after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you will understand it. And probably you will appreciate more of Angular than React for some particular cases. So don't feel disheartened. It is a good opportunity that you got. Only a handful of people get this opportunity, that they go into some uncomfort zone and learn some library or framework. So it's a good thing. Appreciate it. I would recommend this. Okay. Love the native series. Do you recommend anything post the series? Build more apps. I probably will throw up some ideas as well as some of the UIs as well as some feature list very soon. Actually, the team is entirely too busy. I would definitely throw up something on the repository that, hey, these are some of the recommended apps that you should build on your own. So yes, we are already on that. Very soon we'll be doing it. So yeah. Okay, Vimal says, hey Tesh, do you remember me from 2018? I think if I'll see you in person, the photo is actually very small, then probably I'll recognize it. There's a super chat, so let's first take this one. Where is it? It's from Aditya. Hi Tesh sir, how are you? Tell us about micro frontend and what can I build something with React? I don't think so that people need that much of micro frontends. Micro frontends are like different, like you are segmenting your frontend part and are putting it onto separate of servers, separate API calls and all of that. I don't think so any application need that kind of micro frontend as of now. There is, by the way, nice O'Reilly book. If you wish, I can show you the name of the book, which I read recently. Micro frontend, and that was O'Reilly. Let me show you. Where is the book? Just give me a second and I'll... Yeah, this is the one which recently... No, not this one actually. Yeah. Let me just search for it. There is a nice book on O'Reilly about building the micro frontends. Yeah, so somewhat like this. Let me show you this. So this is the micro frontend principles and all of that. I don't see the exact cover that is there, but I saw that this is the one of the book which is about the micro frontends. I'm not logged in into this account. Yes, I use O'Reilly a lot. So I think this is probably the one. I need to check it out which one I was reading. But I highly recommend that book. I'll probably share a tweet or something about it. That is pretty fantastic book to go through with the micro frontend. It's a very, very tiny book, not that much of the good. Thoughts on Sundar Pichai video about update on Gmail? It's AI. Every single sentence was AI. Every single sentence was AI. That's nice. Currently using a dev UI in my freelance project. Awesome. This is exactly what I want. See, some people are just taking dev UI and ripping it off and making a copy of it. That's not the goal of that project. You do it, you're going to be making a fool out of yourself. That's all you're doing. But this guy, look at here, he's using it in the freelance project, some of the projects that he's building. That is where the actual dev UI shines, where you don't have to think too much about the front end part. We give you the front end, we give you all the snippets and cards and buttons and everything, and you use it to build something. That is where the goal of the dev UI is. So by the way, how about including React reusable components with variants and sizes as props too in the dev UI, like buttons and inputs? We can do it, but the idea behind the dev UI is not to provide you the React reusable component. We want to give you components which are injectable anywhere. If you want to convert them into some reusable, you can do that instantaneously. If you want to use that in Vue, Svelte, Angular, we just want to build the core components which uses just HTML and CSS. That's the idea behind the dev UI, to make it insanely reusable. And we are on to that part. So thank you so much for bringing this. There's so much of the super chats and all these. Choosing a blockchain dev, does it have future? See, we got some new insight on the blockchain. So we're recently working with a client which is paying like crazy, insane amount of money for blockchain. That is something unheard of, that we're still in the early phase with the client to actually have a discussion on it. We're still evaluating that how come you are paying this much of the crazy amount of money to people who are associated with that. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, coming on to their point, sorry, I was reading the chat. So yes, I think blockchain has decent future, but I would not be placing my bet on it entire future or entire career. I wouldn't be betting it yet because the tech is very new. A lot of scandals also came into the highlight. So I wouldn't be banking it too much, but I'll also keep an eye on the blockchain yet because it's evolving now. Here says Jagdish Pro, you can learn from institutes, else learn from Udemy. Yeah, feel free to learn from wherever you like. I've never bounded anybody to learn from even my resources. I've always said be open, explore everything. That's what I've always preached. Even though when I had my own edtech like Learn Code Online, I've never forced in the Saturday Live that, hey, go buy my courses. This was never the intention and never will be. It's a free open market wherever you like. When you think that I should pay some money and learn, go ahead, do that. If you think I want to learn from the free resource, you go ahead and do that. If you think I don't want to learn from video, that's okay too. As long as you're learning, contributing something, I think that's the whole idea. Ankush, thanks for sharing this. I'll share this with world as well. Yeah, I do appreciate Angular. I worked on React for 1 year, then switched to Angular, worked around 4 or 5 months, then laid off. I really like the way how you are taking the layoff as a situation with a funny smiley. That's a part of life. Yeah. Now new job, so React back. React is unavoidable thing in the internet right now. You can ditch it for some months, some weeks, but eventually you'll come back. So yeah. Okay, so Jenna says, I joined an MNC 9 months ago as a fresher. They put me in Progress 4GL. I want to switch to JavaScript full stack. Any suggestion for me? MNCs really don't run behind what you really want because they actually work on most of the client projects, or whatever clients say, that's good. So I don't think so, honestly, that you'll be getting any chance sooner unless you switch the team. So unless you switch the team, there is no early chance that you will be doing this. Weber says, also the UI color picker is so much time saver. I really want to re-update the UI color picker. Probably will do something else with it. I have some thoughts that I can enhance it a little bit more. Let's see if we can do this. Which is faster, the real DOM or virtual DOM? There are several articles that says real DOM is faster as there is no need of reconciliation. I think reconciliation is the thing which makes the virtual DOM faster, and it's a situational based as well. For example, if you take a situation where in your entire page, there is just one list item or a card title which just updates. The entire web page remains same. So again, you can paint the entire DOM. That is one option, or you can just check whether what elements are being changed, and you can just go for it. And again, there are different approaches with different frameworks. Some frameworks go line by line and check it into the DOM, and some just matches that which parts are overwritten. So yes, I would not make any take on this one. It's not easy to take that which one is faster. But again, it's a good, interesting theory. And yes, I saw those Medium articles as well, which says the real DOM is actually faster. So I'm thinking somewhere we are going back down the train of PHP. We are writing server components. Everything is happening back again in server. Front side is again evil. This is a loop that I'm seeing. First, we say that, hey, servers are bad. Then we go and front end is good. Then we are saying front end is bad. Let's go in the server. It's a nice debate we can have. So yeah. Aditya says, hey Tesh, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Aditya. Thanks for asking. I've been working on web dev and also started contributing in open source. How much college grade matters for getting job if I have less than average grades? Depends. If you're looking for the placement from college, yes, it matters. If you're looking for outside the college, it doesn't really matter too much unless until they are too bad of a grade, because it also shows that how committed you were towards your studies. So how much committed you will be for the projects that will be allocated to you. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there, but I don't think so it will matter too much. If you're contributing already in open source, you have proven that, yes, I know my shit and I can do a lot of stuff for you. So yeah, I think that's good. Piyush says, missing your $2.99 pizza price courses. Oh, pizza is expensive now, man. Pizza is expensive. The same courses now you're getting for a lot, thousands and thousands of rupees. Okay. How do you manage your college attendance and work? I'll tell you honestly. The chairman, this is not too, should I share this? The chairman of the college is a good friend now, and we do have a lot of discussion over the coffee. So the 75% attendance rule doesn't apply on me. At least that's the perk I have gained by serving the community. Work I have to do, that is compulsory. There is no exception in that. The assignments, the work, the exam, that I have to do, but they actually keep me on an exception list when it comes to the attendance and all of that. They just forward me all the notes and everything on WhatsApp. I prepare them on my own, so it saves me some time. So yeah, that's, yeah. But I give them back a lot as well. I go to their events and I sponsor sometimes their hackathon on my personal money. I promote their coders community and a lot of things. So it's a give and take. So yeah, I'm an exceptionalist in the attendance part. Kalp says, enjoying 4K live in 42-degree heat. It's really hot, man. It's really, really hot. It's too hot. And it says, Google Bard is now available in India. Give it a try. What do you want me to search on Bard? Just tell me and we'll do it live. I'll also open up my chat GPT. Okay, so I'll open up my chat GPT as well. I'll clear. Okay, so what do you want me to ask to chat GPT or Google Bard? We'll not do Bard today. AC or without AC? AC, of course. The problem is that if I go up here on the Google Bard, I'm actually on my personal account, so it's not going to be allowing me that Bard isn't supported for this account. I have to log in into my other account, and you know how this works. But this is working, and I have the Chat GPT 4. I have a paid Chat GPT. So if you want me to ask anything to Chat GPT, so let me know. What can we ask? What can we ask? A lead code question. That would be too boring. Let's try with the Chat GPT. Is Google Bard better than you? Title thumbnail. Okay, okay. Very diplomatic answer. Okay, okay. Both very diplomatic answer. We can zoom it up here. Very, very diplomatic answer. Stop this. Very, very diplomatic answer. We'll probably do some. We'll probably do some of the sessions live where we're gonna ask the same question with Google Bard and same. Thank you so much for the super chats. Okay, so okay, there's another super chat. Let me just look for it. Sometimes it's easy to miss them. Some chats actually stuck at the top, some doesn't. Oh, there's nice update from Anirudh. Lots of new addition to web got announced in Google I/O. Loved the Angular updates. MDN Docs getting new updates. Yeah, that was my favorite one. CSS getting new APIs, media queries made it easy and a lot more fun. Yeah, I actually am loving that how Google Chrome is now moving towards a lot of developer-centric tool. Everybody knows this now. Make the developer experience absolutely awesome to make sure that your application thrive. This is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer now. Get the developer experience at least the top notch. AI can code. It already has solved many hard problems. What is the future of developer? I think there's no future of developer. We should all hunt for the farming now. I should start some tutorial on farming 101 and we all can go farmer something and then we can go. There's a nice update for all of you. Please bring some online hackathon. It's fun. Yes, probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, the video is coming up. Yes, we are bringing in one online hackathon. And the prize money is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Should I reveal it? It's around... okay, so how much is the prize money? The first prize, I guess, is around... let me just check this. How much is... and I'm going to multiply it by... oops, wrong multiplication. It's around 4 lakh rupees. Yeah. So yes, wait for the video that is going to be coming up very soon. The first prize is 4 lakh rupees. Nah, not 7 crore. Not the 7. Good for the title that how I got 7 crore on YouTube and stuff. I got the job of 7 crore and stuff. But yes, around 4 lakh rupees is the first prize. And it's completely 100% online hackathon. If you're excited for that, and we'll be doing modern farming, yeah, crypto farming probably. Okay. Shikanji meetup. We probably need. Yeah, today actually I switched from my iced tea to Shikanji. It's too hot, man. Sandeep says, we miss you in live classes. No problem. You can join me on Saturday live. We can have fun here. Very soon I'll be starting some of the live session where we're gonna code some and stuff. Okay. Why did they name their thing Tailwind? No idea. We probably need to ask ChatGPT or something. Okay, sir, could you please have a full-fledged course on Next.js? Yes, I'm planning one on YouTube. Full-fledged course on Next.js. We have built a couple of applications on that and probably very soon we'll be doing that. I'm just not getting enough time. Company work, there are a lot of live classes I have to take, a lot of videos I have to record for them. And then in the meantime, I get time to record videos. So I do that for my English channel and Hindi channel. But I'm enjoying this. So yeah, it's actually fun. Hey guys, you forgot to hit that like button. You forgot that. Oh, you did that again. What is the domain of hackathon, sir? Pure web dev. Pure web dev. Yep. Just stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe on my LinkedIn and Instagram and YouTube. I'll be posting the videos about that probably on Monday. I don't want to work on Sunday. Already I have a live class scheduled on Sunday. Hate that, but I have a live class scheduled. I have to teach in the batch, both in English and Hindi batch. So yeah, what can I do? uh, Mrityunjay says, first of all, you have a great name. Sir, firstly, we should learn DSA or web development first. It's not about which one to go first. There is no right or wrong. Both of them are correct answer. If you feel you have mastered the language, then choose any. But don't just stuck with it forever. If you stuck with the development forever, it's not good for you. If you're stuck in just the DSA and lead code forever, it's also not good. So, I always say keep the balance. As much as DSA is important, and by the way, I'm planning to do some DSA related projects in my master's. I think that would be gratefully helpful for the society as well as my master's work. So I'm planning to do something on the DSA in master's work. Hi, I was hired as a React developer, getting work entirely on Node and Mongo. Can you please suggest me some resources to master my backend skills? I do have a course. I think it's still available on Udemy or something, which is Pro Backend Developer. Will cost you probably like 400, 500 or something. You can try that. It's more than enough. More than enough for that. So, yeah. What is the prize money of hackathon? Prize money in terms of joining the hackathon, it's free. Anybody can join. There is no price to join the hackathon. Anybody can participate in that. But yeah, it's around 4 lakh rupees, man. First prize. Worth taking a shot. Worth taking a shot. Okay, SC Miss, please review Plateful Netlify app, add dots. Plateful Netlify app. Okay, I'll add the dots. I'll add the dots. Okay, I'll add this. Let me just write this. Netlify.app. Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Plateful. Okay. Let me share this with everyone. Okay. Let me share this. So this is the one. Okay. Review time. Oh, all right. I'll have to do this. I'll have to do this. Reviews. Probably next time we'll start our Discord server or something. So yeah. Okay. Plateful. First of all, this can definitely use some better fonts. Sorry. But better fonts, and this red color. Not my favorite. But okay. I'll not judge on that. Oh, that's nice. So best chilies, popular pick, clean work. Please log in to save your recipe. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Vegetarian picks. I'm a vegetarian. I'm going to pick vegetarian. Jacket potatoes. This is pretty good, man. This is a good work. Let's see that some dish. Vegetarian. Nah, not like this. Yeah, I'll go for this one. Oh, this is nice. I don't think that the UI is the best, but it's a good stuff. You can actually reduce down this image to a lot shorter. It doesn't need to be in the full image that size. Also, it's not the best image. 45 minutes and everything. So what you can do is move this onto the left side, and on the right hand side, just get all these as the pills and just arrange them. That would be better. Recipe summary, that is nice. Ingredient, that's nice, good. I think that's a good work, man. There's a blog section. There is a register section. There is a login. Let's try to register. Let's try that. Register. Okay, my account. What's in my account? Nothing in my account. Oh man, why? Okay. I cannot like it here. I can only like it just outside. Where does it save? This is a nice project, man. This is a nice project. Okay, this is a nice one. Recipes. Where can I check? In my account, there is no dishes which I liked. I would say This is good start, but this is still half baked. I would love to see one project, so that is much more of in depth or better. So that says JavaScript DSA course. I think what I personally think is if you mix DSA with any language, that's a bad thing, which I have recently noticed while a couple of lectures that I delivered. I think DSA should be taught with just and just pseudocodes so that later on you have the pseudocodes and you can just dump the pseudocodes in ChatGPT or something and you can bring out React code out of it, C++ code out of it. It will be a good practice as well. So I think the best way to learn DSA is through the pseudocodes, not any language at all. Tailwind and React, how to reach for your internship? Through my Discord. Through my Discord. Probably we are looking for, we are still in the discussion phase. So probably we'll need a couple of interns. I'll announce that. I actually put that first on my Discord. We usually get a great response from there. So first I do that. Kathan says, Kathan, nice name, man. This is nice name. I'm currently studying for AWS Cloud Practitioner exam as a junior developer. Is it worth to take ahead for career or no use of it? No, you should take it. This is such a fundamental exam that will give you a big picture overview of AWS. I think that is 100% worth it. Go for it. I would 100% recommend this. Don't even think twice it. I don't have any affiliation with any of the exam or such, but I think it's a good in general overview, big picture of AWS. Worth it. Definitely go for it. Okay. Is that background real? What do you think? I'll leave that as a discussion for you. Any plans for MongoDB Atlas tutorial? Not in the immediate couple of months. We are already booked. Things to consider while choosing a DB. I think there are a lot of parameters, how much read and write you are going to look for, how much of the new things will come into the picture. There are a lot of things, man. It's hard to decide it like this. There are a lot of super chats as well. How to showcase backend projects in resume. Not just in resume, I think the deployment is one of the best way. And once you're doing the deployment, make sure there are documentation as well as what do you call Swagger docs. So in case you are not aware of this, there's a thing known as Swagger docs. There's some example of Swagger docs. Yeah, let me just say. If it looks like. So there is a thing known as Swagger docs. So this is one of the things. I think if you are doing a pure backend kind of a stuff, then adding Swagger docs is one of the most important thing so that nobody has to actually come forward and just say that, hey, your backend doesn't have any front end. And this is how it looks like. So you can see I can make a post request, I can make a get request, all of this and all these things. I can just make it. What is the parameters, examples, JSON. I can try it out and execute this response. It will give me a response like this. Not this. This is the response body we have. So I think having an integration of Swagger docs is really important in case you are showcasing just of your backend. This is really important. You should really do it. All right. Okay. Amartya says, working on my UI component library for the past few months, which takes a slightly different approach. Curious to know why DevUI allow users to copy and paste components instead of packaging them. Packaging means we have to install different packages and updates and a lot of works. Right now, we are not in that position that we can actually package them. We probably will be there probably next 3 to 4 months or probably 6 months down the line. I think right now we just want to be a central place of a website where you can just copy and paste them. I don't want to give anything by default as of now. All right, let's move on to the next. DK Stan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please bring a hackathon for data science also, sir. It's humble request. We'll try. No such guarantee as of now. We are more on to the development side, mobile development, build something. That's what we are on to the side, not on the analysis side that, hey, go ahead and analyze this, because it's very difficult to check the people that how much data science is more about analyzing the things and very difficult to evaluate those projects. So that says, I got a job as a front-end developer. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you so much. Always welcome. Join in the live Saturday lives, and we're all here to discuss the things. Whatever I know, I can share. Whatever you know, you can share it with me. That's how things works. Murtaza says, I really want to work with you, sir. Surely, we'll definitely go ahead and post more updates on the Discord. The first priority right now I'm giving you is majorly on the people who are already in Jaipur or can move in the Jaipur. So that's what the current scenario is. How old are you now? Still 19 and a half? No, now I'm 20 and a half. I've grown to 20 and a half. Okay, there are more super chats. Oh, there are so many of them. So many questions. Using Redux for small project is good idea. I think, yeah, if you go for Redux toolkit, it's not too heavy of a dependency. It still makes your life easier, makes your project future-proof. Depends. If you want to abandon what is the plan? If you want to abandon the project after a couple of months of work, then it's too much work. If you want to continue that project for the future as well, because whenever you make any project or portfolio or something, you know this. Yes, actually, that's nice. I'll take this one next. So yeah, make sure you eventually know that are you going to abandon the project or not. So if you are planning to abandon the project, there is no point of injecting in Redux in it. It's a very basic project. But if you don't, then yeah. Okay, yeah, nice. Thank you so much. Please don't spam. Yes, I'm trying to answer a lot of questions. Don't spam. I'm trying to take as many as I can. But yeah, it's not just one person, one-on-one live. There are almost 300 people. More live classes in PW skills. Yeah, tomorrow there's a class. But you know, one person, how much it can do. I have to record the videos. I have to take live classes as well. Have to prepare for them. It's a lot of work, man. It's. I think I'll request for another instructor to join in. Right now, I'm just doing it all single-handedly, which is too much of a work. Okay. So, more questions. Discord link. All right, I'll give you the Discord link. All right, so let me just pin the Discord link. All right. Oh, YouTube is popping up that, hey, why don't you inject an ad here right now? A lot of people are watching. Oh, man. Should I inject an ad? All right. Okay, a lot of stuff is going on. It's too hot, man. It's too hot. Is there any opportunity in your network for data analytics, data science internship? I'm from Jaipur. No, as of now, none of my friends are looking into the data science roles and jobs and all of that. People are looking for building the stuff most of the time. So if you know how to build the stuff in any language, yes, there are a lot of opportunities. But if you just know how to analyze the stuff, that's not in my network. There are probably other YouTubers like Krish and other stuff who might be in the network of such people. So. Okay. Oh, nice. Using premium, sir, no problem. That's great. Somebody is using a YouTube premium. I also use mostly YouTube premium. That's always a good idea. Oh, a lot of. I agree with you. I agree with you, Nishul. It says, Nishul says, why it is so hard to find good resource in India? I've been searching for data scientist analyst having Python, DB and cloud knowledge, and for a year, no is able to clear first round. I agree with you. It's so difficult to find good resources in all over India. People are joining boot camps as well, and still the output product is so bad. I think people are not taking things seriously, even though in the boot camps, the teaching quality is high in the boot camp. I can assure you that. I'm not naming any company or anything, but the quality of the teaching and the project, everything is good. But what's missing is the effort from your side. You need to learn a lot of things, man. And yeah. Uh, does Jaipur has air conditioned PG? Yeah, but not nearby our office. Not there. Oh, nice question. How much system designing is required for backend devs? A lot. One of the essential job of a backend developer is to design the things, design the database, design the architecture, choose the cloud. A lot of such decisions come from your side. So yes, I think you should really look into the design systems. Not too much, but yeah, you really need to know like 50% of what's there. Yeah. Tips for front-end interview, that will be helpful. I think for the front-end, you really need to know your JavaScript. Whether you are giving an interview for position of React, Angular, Vue, Svelte, whatever that is, you really need to know your JavaScript game, and on the top level game. All the DOM events, how the more you know how browser works and how the events of browsers are being fired up, the better your knowledge is. That's the usual take. And I've talked to some of the good CTOs and CEOs. They all say this. Anu says, by the way, thumbnail is great. Hey, thank you. These days, we are focusing a lot of thumbnails and titles, and we can see the growth of channel. For years, I have resisted myself to not use those clickbaity, catchy thumbnails, but I've given up. I said, okay, let's just do it and see the result. They are pretty killer results. Palani says, sir, will AI replace jobs? Yes, of course. But how many? That's a question. We are still figuring it out. But yes, it will replace. Okay, there's an interesting question. Sir, as I remember, you said you retired. So what now for future? As of now, I'm completing my education. So master's and then PhD. And then probably I'll retire again. Yeah, I'm currently working at PW, so out of retirement. Yeah. Oh, YouTube, FB, and Twitter is banned in Pakistan. Still watching our Saturday live by using VPN. Thank you so much. Yes, there are a lot of updates that are happening in our neighboring country. Uh, so thank you so much for joining this from the VPN. There is a lot of updates that are kicking in, and being very interested in the geopolitics, I am following it. Not going to talk much about it, but yeah, I'm following it. You're increasing temperature of Jaipur. Yeah, it's really hot, man. Your experience with Ruby on Rails, pros and cons. I can tell you that. Ruby on Rails, first of all, it's a great framework, very optimized. You always write good code, quality code in that. The pro is you always deliver the best code, and there's only one way of doing the things. That's the pro. The con is it's very difficult to find people who actually knows Ruby on Rails. So there is a talent shortage on Ruby on Rails. Despite Ruby on Rails is the backend, like the technology in which HackerRank is developed. GitHub is totally on Ruby on Rails. A lot of high-end projects, high scalable projects are built on Ruby on Rails, but still there's a shortage of it. Very much shortage of it. Okay, so let's say which course do you teach in PW? Web development, of course. Web development. Okay. Okay. Atul says, how do you learn something? By reading the docs and building some stuff in it. That's always the idea. I'll share my learning journey because I have to relearn a lot of Python these days. So I'm probably going to start that soon. Yes, Shopify is also built on Ruby on Rails. There are killer projects on Ruby on Rails. Okay, a lot of. Skill Spirit says, how did you started your journey of learning coding and which projects did you build initially? I started my journey by building iOS apps. So what I did is I bought a Mac Mini, the cheapest of the Mac Mini that I could find. And from the cybersecurity, I moved into building iOS apps. And that was a rare skill. That is still a very rare skill. Not a lot of people know how to build the core iOS apps. And we worked on it. And very quickly, we found a great gig in which we were paid greatly by an hour. And that's where how I started my coding journey. Learning iOS and building iOS apps is one of the greatest developer experience. You learn a lot, work with a lot of great teams, and a high-end products that you build. It's not the crappy apps that you build for the Android. A lot of Androids has a crappy apps. Some great ones are there as well, but majority of them are just crappy apps. In the Apple Store, on the other hand, there are always and always good apps. And if an app is surviving for more than 1 year, that is 100% a great app, because somebody has to pay like $99 every year to keep their account up and running. So in that case, yeah, so I enjoyed that. And from there onwards, I moved a little bit on the backend side because our app needed a lot of backend. So I contributed in that company. So yeah. Okay, so Akshay says, I have done with all chai and code videos. Can I start watching React series or need some more knowledge? A lot more knowledge. We haven't done even the if else, the loops. Nothing we have done there. Probably I'll upload. Telesco is saying, teach me Tailwind CSS. Naveen, you're here. If you wish, I can send you an invite link. Let me share this. Would you like to join, Naveen? I can send you a link. I can send you an invite link. Interview. All right. Should we bring in Naveen here? Okay. I've sent an invitation link for Naveen. So if he is here, we can take him in live. Want to jump into iOS dev now? After Flutter, Anirudh. After Flutter. After Flutter. So let me check if he's free. And interview chat. No, don't want to chat. If he's free, I'm not sure he'll come because it's a very, very sudden kind of a thing. All right, so if he's free, he'll probably join in. All right, so I'll keep my chat open, maybe in case he's facing some issues. In joining this link, I can give him another link. FC Kolak says, please speak in Hindi. I'm planning to go some of the live sessions on Hindi channel as well. I'm not getting much time for that, but I'll probably do some live session in Hindi as well on the Hindi channel. So yeah, we'll be probably doing this. Flutter versus React Native. Absolutely. 100% that video is going to come in after. All right. Hello, sir. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have somebody here. So let me add him. I'm adding you on the screen now. Hey.
Hello. How are you
Long
doing,
time.
Hitesh?
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time. It's been 2 weeks.
I got busy with my exams.
Yeah, true. And fun to make last few videos.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but we have been chatting on WhatsApp about making the videos together. So, uh, actually, I forced him to put the thumbnail of Java or Python is dead. I'm the culprit there.
Yeah. In fact, even got a comment by saying that after Hitesh videos, you're posting the video. So
Uh,
we plan that we were discussing we can have a video which will launch at the same time.
Yeah, I'm also thinking like we all can together come up with this and drop a video at the exact like 5 o'clock in the evening, all there dropping a video, exact same title, of course different thumbnails, but exact same title, something like that.
Yeah, true, true.
So how's it going on in the Java world?
It's doing great. So currently updating my skill set on the recent version. Now every 6 months we have to learn something new. Of course, the syntax are not changing that much, but
6 month man, come to
yeah,
JavaScript world. It's every week.
yeah,
A
that's
new
a
framework
good.
drops every single week.
Yeah. In fact, in the JavaScript world, you get a new framework every week. So I don't want to touch it. I'm happy with basic JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript.
Oh man, JavaScript is fun. We were discussing about Tailwind as well. Probably we need to put up a session. You were interested in learning Tailwind?
Yes, true. It's been, in fact, from the start of my career, I wanted to get into front end, but every time I try it for a day or maybe for some project. Or so if you ask me to work on front end, I will say no. If you put a gun on my head, I will say, and you will say work on front end, I will say shoot me. So that's that's the problem. So I'm trying to focus more on front end. I tried, and but when we were discussing about Tailwind, I thought it's a good time to at least explore it. We're not
I'll,
mastering.
I'll probably help you. I'll probably plan up a session where we can discuss because I posted a video that's for the job on the College Wala channel. I posted a series of videos, but they actually merged them up all. That's their decision. It was a 5 or 6 video series about Tailwind. One of the finest series on the internet on the Tailwind about how to configure, what not to do. The most important part is what not to do in the Tailwind,
Oh,
and
okay.
then we build the projects and all of that because Tailwind, the problem with the Tailwind is a lot of people just inject the script of the Tailwind and then that's it. That's the worst way of learning the Tailwind. You'll never get the editor suggestions. Nothing will be compiled properly because end of the day, it actually generates a CSS for you. It's not the original CSS that you inject. So there's a lot of don't do the things in the Tailwind. And
Mhm.
then once you get habitual of writing Tailwind, it's very addictive, man. It's very addictive.
Sure, we'll surely try. But before that, we have to also learn CSS, right?
No,
Like in
not much. If you know basics like padding margin and stuff, everybody knows that.
yeah.
You definitely need to learn the flexbox, that how the basics of flexbox works, because the whole idea is to arrange the elements on the web page. So if you know how the container is going to be flexbox, so
Mhm.
how to align them on what axis and how much the spacing is going to be in between. You want
Mhm.
3 rows or 2 rows, like 2 elements on that. So that basics comes from the flexbox. Probably we can set up one flexbox dedicated fun live session together.
Yeah, that will be
I
fun.
see that I miss this a lot because I see a lot of international YouTubers. They do these kinds of live jamming session where together they learn. Nobody knows everything perfect, but they sit down, explore a tech together, have a live session or something like that. So I think we should also do this.
We can do that. In fact, I have a question on Next.js. Basically, I saw your video about Next.js.
Shoot it all. I'm all Next.js these days.
So I tried to explore React. In fact, I have built few modules on it just for a project, not for learning purpose or for YouTube videos. And I thought, okay, that's the last time I'm touching React. And then someone suggested me to directly jump into Next.js. Someone else said you have to first learn React, then only you can get into Next.js. So my question is, can I directly get into Next.js without React?
I'll tell you what's the future of it. So let me share the screen as well. So here it is. So notice here in the quick start section, if you go up here in the installation and everything, this is purely React. And obviously, but if you'll dive into the getting started tutorial installation and all of that, start a React project and they just directly says there is no command literally here that says, hey, you need to have a create React app or a Vite app. Just go with create next app.
Okay.
So I think in the future itself, it's going to be all React. So I'm talking about future. In the future, I think this is just a pure prediction. I'm thinking that people will start with Next.js and will learn React inside the Next.js itself.
Okay. But then, do we have a proper documentation where it starts with Next.js instead of React.js?
Not right now, because right now the React documentation just talk about React, Next documentation just talk about React. React was never a complete framework. It was just a library,
Mm-hmm.
and Next.js makes it a complete. A lot of open source projects are about to lose their sponsors and stuff because there is no need of React navigation now. It's all page based routing directly there. A lot of stuff comes up there. I'm saying I'm probably predicting it too early, but I think Next.js is the future. And already the Varsal is playing the big game. They have acquired almost all the React.js developer into their company.
Oh,
You know how it happens. You know the company games better than me now. So I think, and yes, I'm planning to start a series on Next.js very soon. We have built a couple of great apps, but you'll feel that it's almost like PHP now.
okay.
Everything happens on the server, renders from there. It's a fun stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I love server-side rendering.
Everybody loves it these days. Initially, everybody said it's bad. Then we moved on to the client side. Everybody was happy that, hey, you don't have to do it. Now saying, hey, client side has too much of load. Let's shift
Yeah,
it back to server side. And now we are just playing back and forth. But it's a good fun stuff.
cool. Awesome. I can see you have been streaming from last 1 hour. That's a good energy.
Yeah, I love to stream. I sometimes I even plan that should I stream late in the night, 1 o'clock or something. I don't know why I'm pumped up so much in the streams.
In fact, that was my plan for tonight, but my daughter is not well, so I thought I will do it tomorrow.
Probably. I'll also
Tomorrow.
plan it up very soon on the next JS. Probably together we can explore. I'll definitely plan this up in this coming week itself. Let's do in the late night or something where we can have a discussion about Flexbox. I need to prepare some material so that
Yeah.
we can have some fun stuff on Tailwind, Next.js. Next.js is fun, man. Probably
Yeah.
I'll spoil you
Like,
from
I want
Java
to
to
do one more thing.
JavaScript.
I'm not sure if how good it will be. Making a full-fledged project where you can focus on the front end, I'll focus on the back end, and let's see how thing goes.
Yeah, probably you can throw up some APIs and I can handle them in the next,
Yeah.
because I hate building APIs in Spring. Sorry to say, too much of the code, man. Too much of the boilerplate code.
Yeah. No, not with Spring Boot now. With Spring Boot, it's everything goes behind the scene. You can directly focus on one line of code or two line of code.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Probably you can show me a to-do app in the latest Spring. I would love to explore.
Yeah, sure, that we can do.
Yeah, a lot
That
of
will be
fun
fun.
stuff we can do.
Sure. Thank you so much, Hitesh. I just need to drop off. I need to see
Sure,
my daughter again. So
sure, sure. All
we'll
right,
connect again.
all right. Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much. Bye.
That was a fun stuff. Uh, fun. Please bring Haris Khan also. I can ping him if he'll reply. I'm not sure he'll reply. I can ping him if you wish. I can ping him and bring him up on here. That would be cool. All right, a lot of. Chetan says, my new company hired me as front end developer, but in offer letter they say they gave UI developer and says we don't have a front end designation. It's a startup, so is both almost equal. If it's a startup, what's the problem of giving the front end? Founders decide the rule. Who is it? Not an. It's not a big MNC that you have to take a permission from the upper management to upper management to upper management. They can anytime give you, but I don't think so. There is too much of difference. You can say okay, but I think UI developer versus front end, they do have some separations. UI developer is just I build some components like buttons and cards and whatnot. While on the other hand, the front end is somebody who just not only developed them but also handled the APIs and optimization in the front end. So a little more would be nice. All right, so we have been streaming for a lot. All right. There's a nice answer from Aman. It says, asking people Flutter or React Native. Here's a small answer. If you already know React well and like it, then go for React Native. Otherwise, go with Flutter. I think pitch perfect answer. You have already said it way better than what I would have done it. But yeah, great answer there. And yeah. Okay. Okay, I can understand you. I'm also work now in front end projects and I hate it. No, man, front end is not that bad, and especially when you have dev UI, it's not that bad. Uh, uh, Kashif Wajah has some of the assertions about me. I'm not going to answer that. But yeah, there's a lot of things. A shared load between the server and client makes more in Next.js, I think. Yeah, Next.js, I think, is trying to bring a balance between the front end and the back end. Some components can be pure dumped into the browser itself or the front end side. Some can be just pure. And by default, they make everything as server components. So there's a lot in here to learn and explore. And this is a good thing. When you join these kinds of live stream, at least you learn about a lot of new things that are happening, get a lot of updates about what is about to happen, and a whole lot more. Probably we'll include some code part as well from the next live stream or something. Probably we can discuss some topics, some of the code part of it. What do you say about it? Should we include some kind of a code segment into these live stream as well, where we can discuss, build some projects, have some fun? So if you wish, we can include that kind of a thing as well. Probably we can have a discussion, let's just say some days on Flexbox. So what do you say about it? Let me know. I'll probably put up a tweet or something to actually get your thoughts and stuff. All right, it's been a lot. Yeah, a lot of people are saying yes. Okay, Karan Mage says, what's the future of front end because AI threat? Will you suggest to survive as dev in AI generation? 100% it's going to survive. In order to properly generate anything from AI, you need to properly say that I want this, and client all the time just iterate the things. So it's really not going anywhere. You shouldn't be that much worried. Want to learn a new backend language as a Node.js developer? What should I choose? I think Golang or Python. Pick any. I think Golang would be great for you. Please, can you make video to set up this great quality live stream from audio to video and collaboration on live tutorial plus setup tour? We'll try to do this. But yes, I can actually bring in more guests anytime. I just need to send them a private message and they can join in into the live stream. I don't do this with the students because they are not really great equipped for the joining the live stream. I do that sometimes. They are not properly dressed, and sometimes, you know, poll. Yeah, we can do a poll. Include code segment in live stream. Yes. Nah. All right, so let's put a poll. Can we include a code segment? Oh, 100% yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, 90% yes. Don't worry, we'll not convert this into just pure code-centric. We'll just try to keep it still. I can understand your questions are important. You want to have your answer of your question. So that will keep it, no problem at all. But probably another stream, another day, or maybe a part of this segment where we discuss some kind of a code part and all of that. So probably we can do this. Thanks. The quality of these kinds of stream is top-notch. Thanks. This is why we work hard to actually put the highest of the quality. Okay, bring Colt Steel on your channel. I have learned a lot from you guys. I'll do this. Probably I'll drop him a mail or something. Build a YouTube clone on YouTube. Done. We'll do a YouTube clone on YouTube. Absolutely done. Okay, that's done. We'll try to do it very soon. A YouTube live to build a YouTube clone. Done. 100% we are going to do this. This is the most fun project. So yes, we are going to do this. 100% we're going to do this. All right, quite a long live stream. Make sure you hit that like in case you are new here. Otherwise, it's okay. If you don't want to hit that, that's okay too. All right, so we're going to end up this live stream. I know this is too much of fun. I would love to continue this, but I need to get the dinner now and get some family time as well. So, all right. It was fun catching up with you. I'll try, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll try an afternoon stream on my Hindi channel as well, where we're going to talk in Hindi. If you understand Hindi, that's great. If you don't, then it's okay. You can stay up here. I'll try to do and start a live stream on my Hindi channel as well. By the way, I'm about to upload one more video on Hindi channel. So in case you're watching that series on JavaScript, the video will be dropping in like 30 minutes max. All right, so good night, everyone. And thank you so much for joining the stream. I truly, truly appreciate all of you joining in here. All right, bye-bye, everyone.